most trustless name in news.
Wow, wow, wee wah.
Whoa, whoa, wee wah, high five.
As BULLRUN would say, the crypto markets are back. Bitcoin smashed through the resistance of 30K this week, lighting a fire under the markets and pushing many altcoins up and up. But who are the best altcoins? The ones that are going to provide the best returns while also providing holders passive income? We'll find out in about 10 minutes because it's time for chicocrypto. Positions positioned. That is the tagline of success in the crypto markets. I was shouting at the top of my lungs over the past month that we are in the beginning stages of the next bull market, while every other crypto YouTuber was being a sheep, falling in line to get views and putting out doom and gloom bearish videos. If you didn't listen to me the past month and listen to the herd and didn't get positioned, well, there's good news. You still have time to set yourself up for the bull run. So today I'm going to cover my top picks, the altcoins who are going to surge massively because they are leaders in their sectors of the markets and they pay out passive income for just holding or staking their coins. So my number one pick is the epitome of these two. That altcoin is GMX. If you didn't know, 3 months ago, GMX released V2 of their platform. And since it was launched at the end of the bear, it was underwhelming. Volume didn't immediately flow into V2, resulting in the weak hands capitulating. As we can see from the launch of V2 in late July to the brutal month of September, GMX fell from $55 down to a low of around $30. Those weak hands that sold are going to regret it because since then, GMX has been on the uptrend and right now is clearly above $40. So in August, I posted a video explaining GMX V2 will eventually take off. Let's listen in now. Everyone expects GMX to V2 to blow up overnight, hundreds of millions of dollars in volume. Well, my friends, it's going to take some time. But in my opinion, eventually GMX V2 is going to take over GMX V1 and have the largest chunk of decentralized perpetual volume out of all exchanges. I said GMX V2 volume is going to take off, and it rightfully has. As we can see from the yellow line, in just a couple of months since launch, V2 has over 2 billion in cumulative volume. And this is better than V1 in the same amount of time since V1's initial launch. As we can see from the V1 launch in August of 2021 to October 23rd of the same year, GMX V1 had just 1.8 billion in total volume. And this was in a full-on bull market. Just wait and see V2's volume when the full-on bull comes. It's going to be ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Now, what many don't realize about GMX is the fees. GMX distributes 100% of the protocol's fees to token stakers, and the fees are starting to surge big time. From the middle of August, when everyone was capitulating on GMX, to today, fees are up by 3x. Those that are staking GMX are getting rewarded for their strong hands. And there's one more thing. GMX V2 is going to bring back a narrative to the crypto markets that has subsided: yield farming. Crypto degens are always looking for places where they can park their assets and earn the highest yields on them. Well, GMX V2 is providing just that. Checking out the 5 most popular and traded assets on GMX V2 and their GM pools, those that add their assets to these pools are earning a cool 10 to 20% APR. This is real yield too, not just token inflation that many protocols use to give APRs. This yield at APR is coming from the fees of the protocol, which is sustainable, not unsustainable like yield from protocol token inflation. But speaking of decentralized exchanges like GMX, we have to talk about another player in the space who is going to make waves with their full release. That project is Good Entry, who is a decentralized perpetual exchange like GMX, and just like GMX, is majorly innovating. Good Entry brought to the crypto space protected perpetuals. Perpetual trading that is protected from liquidations based on price. In the crypto markets, most liquidations from perpetual trading happen from scam wicks of the price up or down. Centralized exchanges know which price levels liquidate the perpetuals, and the market manipulators on the exchange pump or dump the markets to liquidate those traders. But with Good Entry, you aren't liquidated by price, but liquidated by time. On a block-to-block basis, traders pay a protection fee, and the only way your trade can be liquidated and closed is if you run out of money to protect your perp. Gone are the days of those scam wicks. Good Entry has given traders the days of protection against these. And guess what? Good Entry has a bunch of big stuff in the pipeline throughout the year. Good Entry just had an AMA on a Twitter space a few days ago, and they spoke about their token generation event, TGE, aka when the token will be released. Let's listen in now.
Now when we do the TG, it's because we think that the way to grow is clearer, and we can be responsible to anyone who joins our project, right? Who wants to own a piece of the token and be part of governance. So we are doing a TG in November.
Yeah, the token is coming next month. Within a week to 4 weeks, the tokens could drop and be unlocked. What do I mean by being unlocked? Well, Good Entry has been rewarding those that use the alpha of their product by trading on the DEX, adding liquidity to their pools, and more. As we can see from my trading and liquidity ads, I've already earned almost 75,000 good tokens, and those are going to be unlocked and worth money very soon. But why is this project going to be special besides the innovations they are bringing to the perp space? Well, the team explained this in the AMA. This project is 100% community owned, and there was no pre-sale or VCs. Let's listen in again.
We are working towards a decentralization plan, but we are community driven, right? So one aspect would be, for example, we have never done a pre-seed round, so I think that allowed us to have a lot of leeway in deciding how we want to grow. So we made it very simple. Everyone comes in at the same terms, right? VCs, normal people, because that's what we believe makes sense, and it's fully unlocked. So if they want to trade, they can, and that makes it more palatable to people. That's our view.
No pre-sale. VCs get the same token price as normal retail. This is how a protocol should launch. But guess what? There are more big things in the pipeline. There is going to be an upgrade, V2 of their protocol coming soon. Let's hear what the team had to say about this.
So what we did with V2 is we strip away the components which are not as functional, and ensure that in the new product, right, the most powerful and only options platform to offer to retail, instead of having two choices in our current platform, the new V2 will only have one choice when you long and one choice when you short. So it dramatically simplifies the entire trading experience. People are automatically protected from their risks and their downside when they join. They do not need to pay an upfront premium, so no upfront premium, no price liquidation risk, more leverage from 10x to 1,000.
V2 is going to have many benefits and new features, but the biggest is they are increasing the leverage allowed. So when is good V2 launching? Well, they had another AMA just before the Twitter one, and an Elmer J. Fudd on Twitter or X tweeted a recap. As we can see, he says, a model with 2 tokens will exist in V2, and good entry V2 is coming in January 2024. But Elmer also recaps some big news from that AMA. He said Arbitrum Grant is partially going to be used in Easy Vaults, so community will also earn ARB tokens. Yeah, if you didn't know, Good Entry won a grant from the Arbitrum Foundation for ARB tokens, and they're going to use that grant to reward liquidity providers even further.
Oh, nice.
And when the token launches, just like GMX, you're going to be able to stake good tokens to earn real yield. So right now is the time to get some liquidity in their Easy Vaults. You can earn good tokens right now and later earn boosted rewards of good tokens plus ARB tokens. Not bad, I must say. And I'm feeling good. Cheers. I'll see you next time.
The most trustless name in news.